Welcome back to SMNI. This is Business and Politics. We're talking to Climate Change Commissioner Albert de la Cruz. Sir, there are so many issues that you laid out. Let me circle back to one important area of discussion, which is renewable energy. Again, the last time we had a chance to talk, President Marcos just delivered his SONA. He mentioned renewable energy many times, and we take it to assume that that's an important focus of the Marcos government. You, sir, have been very much involved also in the renewable energy development. I think there's a chamber for renewable energy of which you are a founding chairman.
Yes, sir.
What is the work you're doing now with the commission and the promotion of policies conducive to renewable energy development?
Yes, sir. Before my appointment as one of the commissioner, I was with the PNOC, Renewable Corporation, as one of the board member. And then we founded the Chamber of Renewable Energy in the Philippines, and then there are also other foreign chamber who are interested and who are working with us. One of which is the scientific research.
Okay.
We have electromechanical engineers. One thing that we found is during the pandemic, most of them they are in the Philippines. So we were able to interact with them. And before the pandemic, some of them, we have the opportunity to talk to them. And I found that there are a lot of electromechanical engineers in the Middle East who are Filipino.
Oh, okay.
They have the distilled wisdom.
Okay.
And then I encountered also Filipinos, researchers and scientists who are in Japan, in Korea.
Okay.
So during the pandemic, I was able to talk to them.
So you're able to tap these
You were able to tap
experts?
I were able to talk to them, and were able to actually innovated a Philippine-based technology that will be solving the waste problem in the Philippines. That's number one. Number two, we want to have a green transitions with renewable energy combined with that so-called whole of nation approach. Combined with the local government unit, combined with the community organizations, combined with the different banks that we have here in the Philippines, and other professional. Last week, we are with the sanitary engineers of the Philippines. We're talking the same topic about renewable energy.
Okay.
The point is, when we talk of renewable energy, as we mentioned during the COP27, this technology, this renewable energy, no matter how good they are, without the support and without the wisdom and experience of Filipino talent, this renewable energy will not run.
Okay.
And that's why we mentioned to the Annex 1 country or to the rich country, the Filipino, we provide already. We provided our services to the whole world, especially during the pandemic. I told them specifically, imagine what will happen to the hospital in Canada, in US, even in the Western country, even in the Middle East, without the Filipino doctors and Filipino nurses.
So are you asking something in return?
I am telling them that we already provided you help. It's about time now that you provide technology. Because this technology is also engineered by Filipino. We do have a lot. That's why we don't want to show, and we don't want to be kneeling at the mercy of this first world country insofar as technology is concerned. Because even if these are proprietary, we need to show our strength. And the strength is we have the human resource. Human resource is the best resource for all corporations. And that is why they have what we call the CTCN, or the Climate Technology Network. And we are so glad to inform that our country, through our representations, we were able to land on the core group of the CTCN. And that is why we have what we call the TNA, the technology verification, and the technology survey that we will be doing, and this will be submitted to the CTCN for us to be able to request the necessary technology interlinked with the so-called climate finance.
Sir, I think the last time we talked, again, after that SONA, I brought up that problem where the Philippines has a target of increasing the share of renewable energy in the total energy mix to, I think, 30% by, I think, 2030, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
But it's been the share has been diminishing because I guess coal is so cheap, right? That even though the renewable share is growing, the share of fossil fuels is growing much faster. What do you think? What do you think can be done? Is it possible to do something about that in the 6 years of the Marcos administration? And if so, what needs to be done so that we accelerate the development of renewable energy here? You said, okay, we have the talent. We're telling the industrialized countries, please help us. But is there anything else that can be done policy-wise, maybe to encourage more development, because it, of course, will require private sector participation, right?
Yes, sir. The Secretary of the Department of Energy,
Okay.
they are trying to craft additional policies.
Okay.
Before during the Duterte administration, we were able to have the EVOS.
Okay.
It's like a one-stop shop on how to apply with everything.
Okay.
And then they have what we call the
So you remove the red tape and bureaucracy, make it simpler.
Yeah, we have also the
Okay.
GEOP, we have the green energy options, but all of this, of course, we have the Renewable Energy Act.
Right.
But all of this, we have to be at par with what is happening in the global scenario insofar as renewable energy is concerned. But the point is, we have an archipelago. We have the elements that we need. We have the sun, we have the air, we have the wind, we have, of course, the tidal wave and everything. And we have a sample.
Okay.
During our meeting in the UN Habitat held in Poland early this year, we showcased Ilocos Norte. Okay. I have a book about Ilocos Norte. Why?
The windmills?
The windmill in Ilocos Norte, these were constructed during the time that we don't have the Renewable Energy Act.
Okay.
We don't have the GEOP. We don't have the EVOS.
All right.
Also, there is no implementing rules on how to do it.
Okay.
It's all there in the book.
Okay.
Why I'm mentioning this?
Okay.
We need to have what we call political will.
Okay.
Against all odds, when we talk of political will, focus, maintain the momentum, focus, just the ironclad will to do it.
Okay.
If they have this ironclad will, they can do it. Now, we already have financing from Asian Development Bank,
Okay.
we have from ADB, we have from Land Bank.
Okay.
They need to look into first the waste management.
Okay.
The waste management is very Jurassic.
Okay.
The waste management, they have the greenhouse gases.
Okay.
We have a public problem with regards to diseases. And then, of course, the so-called aura, the so-called overall atmosphere of the area.
Okay.
It will be solved, including, of course, the social problem of
Okay.
all this ISF around the landfill, including those open dump site.
Right.
We still have. We have Land Bank, DBP, ADP, and other banks providing what we call green funds as low as 4%. They can have. There are a lot also PPPs. The LGUs, we are with them this coming December 2 and December 6. We have another events. We're doing a lot of events per region in order for them to have what we call an interlink of finance technology and technology know-how for them to be able to make use first on their waste management. Number 2, also for the solar rooftop, for the mini grid or microgrid. The PNOC renewable corporations, they're providing the necessary services and technology for our government sectors to avail what we call the microgrid through solar rooftop. No, so these two, if we will be able to provide e-vehicle, solar rooftop, a good waste management with renewable energy for each and every LGU, then we will be, the Climate Change Commission, we can sponsor a resolution declaring their city to be a green city. So if you are a green city, then you will become a destination for green investment.
Okay.
There will be a lot of investment going to your area because there are a lot of corporations, not only in the Philippines, but specifically for the Western corporations, US-based, they want to invest into green leaders and
This will be a magnet for investors.
It will be a magnet for investors.
Okay.
And then there is a study now for our LGUs and politicians, for our leaders.
Okay.
The voters now, they're looking for green leaders.
Okay.
So it will be much better for them to look into be a green warrior.
Okay.
Yeah.
Commissioner, some of our neighbors have, set a firm date on when their country will be carbon free.
Carbon zero.
Are we ready for something like that, or is it, or do we still have quite a bit to work on to say, okay, by 2050 or by 2060 or whatever, we're carbon free? Are we ready for something like that?
Yeah, we have ambition. We have ambitions by 2030, a reduction of 75%, but 72% of which is conditional.
Okay.
We mean we can provide a decrease of around 3%, which is unconditional, but 72% is conditional.
Okay.
What does it mean? Okay, we will be able to reduce this provided you provide this technology mechanism and this financial mechanism coming from the carbon major country. And we are also looking forward not only for the reductions, because we only emit 1/3 of 1%, less than 1%.
We're not a major polluter.
It's not. We're not actually. We're a carbon sink country.
Okay.
Now what we're doing and focusing is for adaptation. And of course our country is also focused and looking into for the climate justice in order for our country to have what we call the green transitions for these climate change problems that we have.
Well, Commissioner, we have to take another quick break. I know it's very interesting, but please stay tuned. We're talking to Climate Change Commissioner Albert de la Cruz.